everyone, welcome back. This is volume 3. I don't know why I said that. This is part 3 of our Reader Unhaul vlog series. Today is the unhaul part of the Reader Unhaul. I have got an iced coffee, a delicious iced coffee. Actually, it's like one of the best I've had in a long time. And I've got an audiobook. I'm listening to Rhythm of War, which is the 4th book in the Stormlight Archive series. I'm about halfway through it. It's so good. I'm stressed because there's so much tension in the plot. So it's a good day to drive around. All that being said, listen to my audiobook, drink my iced coffee, and visit little free libraries. The plan is to drop off all of these books that I wanted to unhaul from this series, as well as a variety of other unhauls I've been accumulating. When I get home and I'm not sitting in my hot car on a 92-degree day, we will do a little bit more of a thorough recap of this series and the books that I read and what the consensus was on all of them. I actually wasn't 100% successful in reading or unhauling all of the 8 books that I initially chose, but we'll get to that. For now, I need to turn on the AC and I'm gonna go little free library hunting. That was a really cute little free library in a residential neighborhood. It had a sign up that said like, we're video recording here, so I didn't want to be too awkward by videoing too much. But it was very well stocked. They had some like new releases, books in good condition. So I dropped off a couple and I did actually pick up this copy of The Grapes of Wrath. It's a Penguin Classics edition in pretty good shape. I've read this before, so this is not adding anything to my physical TBR. I honestly don't know if I will ever want to reread this, but it is a nice one to have on your shelf and I like to collect classics. So we're coming away with already a book to add. All right, 3 books left. I think I'll visit maybe 1 or 2 more. So I am back from my little free library adventures now that I am safely tucked away in the AC. It was rapidly getting way too hot to even keep getting in and out at the libraries. I don't know if you could tell by the end, but I was like very flushed and sweaty. But anyway, I did drop off all of the books. I got to scope out a few. I don't know if there were any that I was like, oh my gosh, I have to come back here. The one that I showed you, I think it was like the red one. It had kind of 2 different compartments to it and it had really good books, including some classics in good condition and some new releases. So maybe that would be one that would be worth visiting again. I did show you that I picked up a copy of The Grapes of Wrath. Happy to just add this to the classics collection. I did also go to the bookstore It is release day for one of my most anticipated books of the year, which is the new Six of Crows book, Letters from Ketterdam, a new Grishaverse short story, a mystery told through found documents and set after the events of Crooked Kingdom. I think it's very Inej focused. Follow along to solve the puzzle of how this disaster transpired, explore the Grishaverse like never before with new illustrations, original music. I guess maybe there will be sheet music. I'll play it for you. And in-world collectible items. So I was not expecting it to be this size. The cover is gorgeous, by the way. I'm so glad there's no slipcover. Oh my gosh. This is like raised, so there's a texture to the end papers. It's a really high quality book, which is good because it was expensive, even though it's not very long. Okay, so it's all like on this kind of, you know, vintage looking paper. Oh, this is so fun. Yeah, so there's just, like found documents and drawings and letters. There, oh my gosh. This is so cool. Towards the back, there's a few like sealed envelopes that I'm really curious to see what's in them. So this is gonna be really fun. I am gonna read this afternoon. It is funny to do a reader unhaul and then immediately buy a new unread book. But my thinking is that if I read this afternoon, like on the day that I get it, it never even technically hits the physical TBR. Because I'm not even gonna put it on the shelf until I've read the book. I'm gonna finish filming and I'm gonna go read this book. This is just a fun treat, and also it's release day, and I wanted this in my hands because the Six of Crows duology is like a top tier series for me. I absolutely love those books. I think about them all the time, so I was so excited when I heard that we had a new release. So for a quick wrap up of this challenge and this series, I picked 8 books to read or unhaul in June. These are books that have been mocking me for my physical TBR for a while. So we read and decided to keep My Brilliant Friend, Being Mortal, and Ways of Hearing. I read and decided to unhaul The Lincoln Highway, All the Colors of the Dark, and Marvelous. And then the remaining 2, it's a little trickier. So I am actually in progress. I'm reading Crossing to Safety. I'm about a third of the way through, but this is just a book that I am enjoying taking slower and just reading a chapter every couple of days. The writing is gorgeous. I'm not really sucked into the plot or the characters yet, but I'm really enjoying the writing. So I do think that I will finish and enjoy this book, but I just didn't feel like pushing myself to get through it by the end of the month, but it is in progress. Then the other book, which I've already put back on my TBR shelf, I'll maybe pop a picture up, was The Secret Wisdom of the Earth. And the more I looked at it, the more I realized that it was basically almost the same plot as if like you combine The Lincoln Highway and All the Colors of the Dark. And I had just read both of those books, and I felt like it wouldn't be giving this book a fair shot to read something so similar right after those other 2. So I decided to switch it out, actually. So I ended up picking up another fiction book from my list, The Heart Has Its Reasons by Maria Dueñas. I ended up DNFing that book. The writing was just not doing it for me. Actually, I think it was maybe more the translation, but either way, I DNF'd it. That was one I put in a little free library. And then, although I didn't finish Crossing to Safety, I also picked up a nonfiction book, Eat, Shoots, and Leaves, and DNF'd that one as well. So I got the number done that I wanted to for the challenge, which is great. I will not complain about that at all. I am down to 23 unread books, which is fabulous. I'm very happy with that progress. And if I can control my book buying for the rest of the year, I do think I can easily get underneath my goal of 20. So I think we can safely call this challenge a success. I'm very glad that I did this series. Thank you so much for following along. We're going into July. My goal, I don't even know if I should tell you this, but maybe saying it out loud will bring some accountability. So my goal for July is to get you a video or a vlog every single week. I normally post like 2 to 3 times a month, but July is kind of a slow month for me, and I'm anticipating it being very hot and me wanting to just stay indoors and do a lot of reading. So I thought, why not try and get a video out weekly before things pick up again in the fall. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I am curious how many books you have on your physical TBR. I know that the numbers vary wildly. Some people really don't have any sort of physical TBR list at all. Some people have books numbering in the hundreds, and I saw one girl the other day that it was like over 2,000, which is insane. That's a library, like a full enormous library. Very impressive, actually. But I'm curious, let me know how many you have, and maybe if you have any sort of goal of what you would like that number to look like. And otherwise, I will see you next week, hopefully, for some fun summer reading vlogs.